letting society tell you about the best skincare routines, the hottest plastic surgeons, or the cream that will keep your skin from aging. It's time we start asking ourselves, what the fuck is beauty anyway? If we remove all the IG filters, is there more to a beautiful face than just skincare? Well, I'm here to share it with you, and hell yeah, there is. My name is Jen Carrasco. I have been an esthetician, as well as a high-level fitness competitor, and an all-around badass for over a decade. And I need you to know there is way more to keeping your mind and body clean than just a cream. Join me each week as I cut the BS out of getting healthy, caring for ourselves, and caring for our skin. I share real tips, real ingredients, and real experience. Now let's get some answers on what the fuck is beauty anyway. Well, welcome back this week. This week, I really wanted to talk about our limited beliefs. Now, for many of you that follow me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, I have created a 8-week program for a select few individuals, more or less to get them back physically into the shape that they want to. But through my process of training and competing and helping people with nutrition struggles or mental struggles, I have realized that it all comes down to what our limited beliefs are within ourselves, and also what is going on in our brain. You know, what those mental demons that talk into our brain help us and deter us. And that's really where it gets down to your beliefs in yourself and your mental beliefs and what you're capable of. Now, like any of us, we have a lot of struggles in life. We've overcame a lot. And we all have stories that need to be shared and told to inspire other people. And, you know, I have one story that not many people know that I have shared with my group, because a lot of them tend to struggle with the fact of maybe not putting in the effort wholeheartedly and kind of just going more into the easy way, you know, where it's easier to get into transitions and to do things in life where it's comfortable. And in comfortable, we don't grow from comfortability. We don't grow at all from it. And honestly, we grow from, like right now with the COVID and the pandemic, you know, we all have to grow individually to think outside the box to make things work. And that's what makes us stronger as an individual. It takes those obstacles that make us stronger. And so I will give you a life lesson and something that I had to overcome, which actually is extremely difficult for me to talk about. And that was, I was in a marriage for about 10 years, which was not a healthy marriage by any means, but it was comfortable and it was easy at that time. And within that marriage, a lot of things have happened, but anyway, long story short, I competed, I earned my pro card, and it was about, I think it was October, I think this was about 2015, and I just had enough and I was done and I wanted out. Now, with competing for about, probably I think it was like 2 years prior or something I've been competing for, with leaving him caused a lot of chaos in my life, meaning that he spread some really drastic rumors about me not being in my mental state because I'm competing and on supplements or steroids that alter my brain, and that I couldn't think properly for myself. So therefore, that's why I left him. And with that going around and spreading rumors, I was living on my own in my apartment, and I literally lost everything in my life at that time. So my son left me at that period, wouldn't talk to me because he, was pretty much brainwashed with all the lies. And so he left, wouldn't speak to me. My stepkids that I've raised left, wouldn't speak to me. I even had my parents asking if I was okay and randomly stopping by my apartment to check on me just to make sure that I was sane. And if that doesn't detour your belief in yourself or your mental capacity to actually watch every single person that has been in your life forever turn their back on you, was a real huge wake-up call that you're pretty much in this world on your own. And with that happening, I even saw a lot of my friendships not speak to me anymore and turn their back. Even the local gym that actually sponsored me through all of my prep show turned their back on me a bit as well. And so it was a really, really low time and hard time in my life. And I believe it was in about October, I applied for the Arnold Australia, not thinking that I would ever get the chance to compete in the Arnold. And lo and behold, I am in this massive reconstruction of my life and a bit of depression. And to top it off, I got invited to the Arnold Australia. So I am literally living on my own without a soul to talk to except for my best friend. And I am struggling to make ends meet, working 7 days a week, probably 12-hour days, because financially I did not take anything. I walked away with nothing. Literally was sleeping on a floor in my apartment with no bed. And I thought to myself, how in the world am I going to scrape up the financial income to make it to the Arnold? And I didn't care at that point. I figured, you know what? I was going to work my ass off. I was going to do what I had to do because this was something in my life that meant a lot to me. This is something that I worked my whole, prior 2 years to achieve this goal. And I wasn't going to let anything deter me. And for that being is that it's that belief in yourself that you can achieve anything you want to, even when everybody has turned their back on you. And so I did. I worked hard. I went through. It was the most horrible and painful time of my life to, raise my son on my own, to watch him walk out, and then also watch everybody else walk out of your life at that point. So I took everything that I had and put it into my business and put it into bodybuilding. And that was my goal at that point. So with that going forward, I scraped up enough money to pay for my ticket there, pay for my expenses, and pay for my business to keep afloat while I was gone. And then 3 weeks prior to my show date, I came down with shingles. And it was definitely a huge, huge puddle. And I had my trainer at that point telling me not to go to Arnold, that I need to take care of my health. And at that point in my life, I just felt that I really didn't have much to live for, and that all of my strength went for this competition. And I wasn't going to settle, and I wasn't going to let something defeat me. And I remember waking up in the morning in so much pain and taking a massive amount of ibuprofen because I didn't want to take anything else that could alter my body competition, or, like the water retention, things like that. So I would wake up in the morning, I would do my cardio, I would go to the gym, and I remember working out, closing my eyes with tears running down my face because I was in so much pain. And I had a goal, and I wasn't going to let go of that goal because this is what I worked hard for. And I pushed through it. I would come home, I would get ready for work. I would work anywhere from an 8 to 12 hour day. And I would literally come home exhausted and just sleep. And I did this up until about a week before I left for my show. And to be honest with you, I have no clue how I made it through. I have no idea how I even got to Australia with everything that I was dealt with. And to say that I pushed through it and I stepped on stage, and I did not look my best because I was a little swollen from inflammation, but to step on the stage next to 19 women worldwide that were accepted, next to huge faces and people that are on Oxygen magazines, and being right there with dealing what I dealt with, I placed 11th place. And to me, that was succeeding. And that was my success. So going forward with just my story, and that was just one story of my life, that our limited beliefs belong in our head. We make them up. If you want to achieve something, you just have to have the faith and the knowing and the willpower that you will achieve it. There's many stories out there of people that have came from nothing into success, and it's all about their mental capacity. I could have folded up, I could have done nothing, and I could have literally went back to the life that I hated and settled for mediocrity. But I knew that that's not what I wanted in life, and I knew that's not who Jen was. And so I tell my story hoping that it will change somebody else's life to know that you can achieve anything that you want. It just has to become the center of your universe and the center of your attention. So I do a lot of coaching, and I help a lot of people with their mental capacity. And I have a lot of tricks that I've learned for myself that help other people as well. So I really highly recommend that you follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. I do actually a lot of this work on there for people to follow and to see what they can do themselves to help them to get out of their mental space and to help them with a lot of things, help them with wealth, the body that they want, certain things that I feel like our mental capacity and what we think in our brain constantly causes our actions not to become forward of what you need. So I hope this story helped you guys today, but please like and review and share this story, help other people. And with that being said, always believe that you can do anything that you want to. It's just the ability of how bad that you want it.
Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you feel more empowered and more inspired to love the skin you're in. As we navigate new society norms and beauty daily, make sure to always ask yourself, what the fuck is beauty to me? And know that's all that really matters. If you love this content today, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. Follow me and get more info on my guest at virago.studio. Yes, I said it, virago.studio. And that's the shit. See you on the next episode, beauties.